Well, we're gonna get into the changelog later, so let's just have a look, shall we? So, right, let's see. Oh, this one's like quite a huge one. I'm not sure if this is the feature that I said. Oh, this would be probably something like it would be implemented in a mod or something. But chiseled bookshelves can now hang on, let me say that. Books in chiseled bookshelves can now be added or removed from any slot, which is huge. So instead of just saying, if I get this chiseled bookshelf, right, instead of having it go up to this corner and go like that, basically, I can still do that if I wanted to, but I can also go into here, like so. And people have done some cool thing. I think people have like already found a way to, draw with it, um, like make a pixel art kind of thing with it, using like just updating the textures a little bit. it's pretty cool. But yeah, you can put it any slot. I think this is the thing that I said would be a really cool feature for like the kind of thing that would be added in a mod. I think that was the feature that I said, and they've added it anyway, and so that's really cool. That's another thing that was kind of like, yeah, I take that, and they did that, so that is huge. There's this, so they've also mobs on note blocks will now play the one of the ambient sounds of that mob, which is really huge. So you can see here they've also added the pickling mob head. So here we've got the pickling head, so you can just pop it on. It's quite a big one, but now look at me, it can become a pickling if I really wanted to. But I could also put it on a mob head, put it on a note block, will play its ambient sound just like so. Which you can do it with all sorts of things, like all sorts of different things, like creepers, zombies. I'm interested. Will this work with a dragon? It surely will, won't it? Okay, yep. It doesn't feel like it should be even something that works, but it absolutely does. And you know what? That is actually quite a huge feature. I mean, not something you're really going to do in survival, but creative, map building, whatever, is going to be huge. I mean, you could do it in survival, but it's going to take a lot of work. You're going to have to get those charged creepers. The dragon head, honestly, is probably the easiest one to get, because all you need to do is defeat the end of the dragon. I say that's all you need to do. That's still quite a thing. You also need to find the end city and whatever. But that's like, I feel like getting a charged creeper is really, really hard, and then having them blow up certain mobs. It's a whole thing, right? so the dragon head is the only one that you don't actually have to do that. And it's like one of the only ones I have in a survival world that I can probably do this with, which is really weird that you can just play that sound. Also, is that really loud? That is really loud. Shall I turn down the volume a little bit? That's a little bit less loud now. Okay, cool. So those are the big major features, really. And that's really cool. The fact they've added that is great. You got also in the Nether Dimension, mobs now only spawn at light levels 7 and below, so apparently it was at 11 before, which is a cool thing, so that affects Enderman and whatever. You should have a few less mobs spawning now. So I did new top textures for block of bamboo and strip block of bamboo. I actually said something about this, right? Saying how it would be nice to have a different, like, kind of more greeny texture for this. And guess what? They did actually add a greeny texture for that. That's cool. That's another thing that I kind of said that I wasn't actually expecting to happen. So they also updated this texture, the bamboo planks, and basically, so block of bamboo. Hang on, where's a block of bamboo? Block. So yeah, they have changed. They have changed the strip block of bamboo as well, apparently, but I can't really see the difference. They also updated updated this. So it's the same texture. It's just rotated now, so it's the same as all the other planks. So you can see it's kind of faces this way and kind of goes across like that, which kind of did mess up this center line here, where you can see it would probably look, it used to look a little something like that, but now it looks like that, which, yeah, not great. That's the only reason I don't like that change, is because I had it set up before and it looked nice before, and now that kind of messed it up. But oh well, it's fine if it makes it more consistent with the other planks, then sure. It also looks a lot more like a plank when you look at it in the creative inventory, or your inventory, whatever. So I think that's a cool change. So there's also more creative inventory changes. There's not many. There's just a few little things, like the redstone tab has been changed a bit. Not the biggest fan of it, but I think you've got stuff like redstone at the start, which makes a lot more sense than having it probably somewhere in the middle, somewhere down here. It doesn't quite look as satisfying to me anymore now, but it's going to be more useful, which is the main thing, really. So that's basically it of the changes. You've also got technical changes. Blocks carried by Enderman now use loot tables to generate drops. I'm not sure how that's going to change things, but it's back-end changing things. Shouldn't change things too much from the user perspective, but, you know. So changes to texture loading and stitching. So basically it does some weird thing where before it applies it to the block, it actually stitches it onto an atlas. Which it did anyway, but it kind of applied it to the block, and then it stitched it to the atlas, and weird things, but now it should be a little bit faster. So there's these telemetry events, which basically is just, literally just, some world data. So when you log into a world or exit a world, it'll give Mojang this little information just to see, oh hey look, there's this user ID, got their client ID, session ID, game version, operating system, blah blah blah, you know, those kind of things. And we'll just give them a little bit of data just to let them know what's going on. Yeah, it's a slight privacy thing, but it's a snapshot, right? I think it's useful, like, for them to have this information, and I'm not sure if there's anything to do with, I'm not entirely sure, like, if it's a weird one, because I'm not sure if there's anything to do with, like, you know, Xbox, Microsoft kind of thing influencing that kind of decision. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Is it a good feature, bad feature? It doesn't seem too bad, right? You can opt into it, opt in out of it. I've got to say, I doubt it'll be in the main release, but oh well. So there's also a new biome. Not a new biome. There is not a new biome, unfortunately. There's a new fill biome command. So that's really exciting. So if I can just say, I can come over here and I can go / fill biome from here to 10 blocks away, and I can make it not Badlands, we'll make it basalt deltas. If I look at the F3 menu, you could see that if we move somewhere, that's still desert. There, no, that's Badlands. I can't actually find where the basalt deltas is now. You know, it might be this way. Yeah, there we go. If I have a look, where is it? There, here. Here, we found it. This little line here. No. Here. This little... Yeah, this little line here. Basically, you can see up here is now basalt deltas. I'm not sure kind of what they changed. It doesn't change any blocks about it or whatever, but I'm sure it probably might spawn certain things. It's a cool, useful command, and I'll take it. I feel like Bedrock has something similar, but not entirely sure about that one. And then finally those changes to the translation files, so it now includes non-ASCII characters instead of using escape things and whatever. There's also a new execute subcommand. But there we go, those are the main changes, and those are some actually pretty big ones, right? No necessarily new features. I wouldn't say there's big new features. Also this Also, this Vex likes to despawn. I'm not sure what it is, but it does. So I can just spawn it again. It's a nice little. Put that nicely there because it did despawn. So therefore, I just updated it again. There it is, all back. We can look at it again. So yeah, there we go. There are new features like this and the head, but there's nothing sort of really big in terms of new blocks. And I don't think there will be anything, but this is probably one of the biggest snapshots. I'd say one of the biggest, best snapshots since the original one, right? Since just after Minecraft Live, and that is huge. Like there was a few little things here and there, but these changes are huge. Like look at this, you can play the ambient sound. You don't have to do some sort of play sound here, and then you can do I don't know I mean yeah, you do have to do that. I have no idea how you meant to make this ambient. So now you have to do that if you want to play other sounds, but if you want those mobs with the heads, you can do that in survival. Wouldn't recommend it, but if you can now if that's what you really want to do. But yeah, the fact that these are now greeny on top looks so much better and makes so much more sense. Right, it's not quite a jarred. Loading and unloading resource packs will be a bit quicker because changes have been made, whatever. I can just show you against the programmer art or whatever. You can see that probably would have taken you like 30 seconds. It now takes you 10-20 in comparison, right? It probably didn't actually take you 30 seconds and 10-20 seconds, but you get the idea. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought it was going to freeze. Also, there's a little issue because they changed they changed the way they read the textures for the things of the program. They haven't actually updated the programmer pack. So there we go. Yeah, you can now see these at the end and things are messed up. I'm not sure when they're going to fix that. You would have thought they fixed that in this one, but they didn't. I can just see that we just do that quickly again. That should be fine. That should be cool. Play Ender Dragon sounds if you really want to. Scare some people who happen to be nearby. But yeah, that's really cool. Like, this was not a feature that I was expecting to come, honestly, being able to put books wherever you want. Because before it just filled it up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then unfilled it in the opposite order, right? That doesn't happen anymore. You can do that. You can do whatever. You can change the texture to make it like a canvas. You can, it just adds so many more possibilities now. And so that is huge. But yeah, there we go. That's 22W46A. A pretty cool snapshot. I really like this one. It might well be one of my favorite things. We also got they also did say something directly in the snapshot about 1.19, if I get that up, how it will be released in 1.19.3. So it says something like Minecraft snapshot. Hang on, if I get it up. So we're now releasing snapshot 22W46 for Minecraft 1.19.3. Yeah, that's right, 1.19.3. We will be getting these features in 1.19.3, probably maybe the end of the year, start of next year. That's my guess, and that is really huge.